one of the common questions which I get with people who want to come down to the Middle East, they ask me, which place should I target? Should I target the UAE or Saudi or Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, Kuwait? People generally tend to ask me this. And it's not that they're getting multiple offers from all the countries, but, obviously you can focus on one country at a time. So the question begets, they always ask me, by which country you think is better? Where do you think I should target? If I were to get, let's say, 2 job offers between UAE and Saudi or UAE and Qatar, which one should I take? Which one has better prospects to grow? Okay. In this video, I'll give you my rough limited experience on how to choose between which country in the Middle East is good to work. Okay. And feel free to put down your comments and thoughts below if you think you have a different point of view. I always prefer people sharing their opinions and experiences. Now, first things first, always keep in mind the country which is most happening is always better to go there than a country that is dead and nothing is happening. And that has got to do more with the long-term growth than short-term. For example, let's say you get a job offer of, let's say $5,000 in Dubai versus $5,000, same job position in Oman. Okay? Now, short-term Oman, you will save a lot more money. You will save tremendous amount of money. And the reason for this is too slow and too loud. See, and the reason for, $5,000 in Oman versus $5,000 in Dubai, $5,000 in Oman, there's hardly any place to spend anything, and you'll end up maybe saving, let's say, at least 70% of your income if you're smart in Oman. Rent is cheap, eating out is cheap, lifestyle is cheap, transportation cheap. But Dubai is like Las Vegas. The rents are maybe 5 times more. So Dubai, you'll save less. Oman, you'll save more. Okay? But that is short term. But long term, say after 10 years, in Oman, you'll be more or less in the same position or maybe one promotion higher. But in Dubai, if you're dynamic, maybe you'll get 2 or 3 opportunities where another very loud vehicle, wait. I don't know what is the fascination with people with loud noise. I guess it's a statement. Anyway. Okay, so what I was saying was, in Dubai, after 10 years versus Oman in 10 years, Oman, the growth rate will hardly be anything. You'll be more or less in the same position. Maybe you can apply for another one company. Oman is tiny, man. But Dubai, the number of companies that come, the number of opportunities, the number of places where you can go and network, and it's global. So the first point is, what is your vision, short term or long term? Okay, and don't try to be overly smart by saying, okay, I'll work in Oman, but then I'll apply in Dubai. It doesn't work like that. Where you go, you have to decide you're going to be there for quite some time. Okay, and if you're in your 20s, I would suggest go to Dubai. But if you're in your 50s and all that, and you're getting a slightly higher salary in Oman, go to Oman, or same salary. If you compare Dubai, Oman, let's say Qatar, all these, long term, the first one would always be Dubai, the first one. The second one is cost saving. Like I told you, $5,000 in Dubai versus $5,000 in Oman, Oman you will save like crazy. But now if you bring Saudi into the picture, Saudi you might save up even more. Because Saudi there is no alcohol, Saudi there is no entertainment, Saudi is totally dead, where you can, splurge cash. So Saudi is a better deal. And Saudi, they right now, at least now, they are attracting a lot of talent. So Saudi, I would say, is the best if you're thinking of the next 5 years, okay? In terms of saving money. So if the same salary, Saudi would be good. Same salary, short term, Oman would be good. Dubai least because it is the most expensive after all. If you're on medium term, I would say Saudi versus Qatar versus UAE. My preference, my choices would be medium. First one would be, let's say, same salary. First one would be Saudi. Second one would be UAE. Third would be Qatar. Now, Qatar, the problem is, it's not a bad place, but there's a lot more to grow. It's a very tiny place, man. And everyone knows everyone. You can literally, I've been to Qatar. There's hardly anything going on. Only this World Cup was there. Qatar has improved from its kafala system where you are literally like a slave. Saudi is actually even worse. But I'm not too sure now, have they changed with, after the World Cup? I'm being honest. What I don't know, I'm telling you I don't know. Okay, until now I've not brought up Kuwait at all. Kuwait, I feel, is trying to nationalize itself and compartmentalize itself with being very Kuwaiti. Even Bahrain for that matter. They have not shown incredible growth or dynamism of any sort, Kuwait and Bahrain. The worst in the lot, I would say, is Kuwait, because they are very nationalistic about their identity. And we have seen the news where they are very particular about Kuwaitis getting jobs. So I wouldn't recommend Kuwait. You can forgive me, I've not, worked in Kuwait. I've visited the place. But Kuwaiti, I don't think is a very favorable place to be. Bahrain, on the other hand, whomsoever I've checked in Bahrain, I have not seen anything remarkable there. Bahrain and Oman, I would say, I would couple them together with slight differences. Whomsoever I've seen from Bahrain is not very dynamic in terms of their profile and all. And wherever people join once, they stick there for a long term. Okay, so expenses wise, I'm not too sure, but I think Bahrain is medium. It is not like Dubai at all, but definitely not cheap like Oman. Okay. Then it comes down to, let's say now, currently right now, if you're looking for an opportunity, which one is the best? As usual, Dubai and Abu Dhabi is always the first preference. Not just because I've been there, but because the fact of the matter is companies constantly want to come to Dubai. But I can see the changes happening in Saudi. But I don't think anything incredibly so amazing will take place that it'll be a shock. See, Mohammed bin Salman is trying to bring superstars. They have bid for Cristiano Ronaldo, now he's working there. Now they're trying Messi. Now they are trying, all the American artists. They are trying, I think they already purchased WWE. They're saying women no need to wear abaya. They can go travel anywhere without permission. But remember this, it takes 2 or 3 generations to change. Just because you bought in new rules doesn't mean everyone is going to change. Okay. It takes time for people to change. Like, for example, if suddenly you take your parents to Canada, your parents are not going to become Canadian. They'll still follow their rituals, they'll follow their habits, they'll follow their, their tradition. And they'll not be comfortable. In the same way, Saudi is not going to change so dramatically. But there are plenty of projects that Saudi is opening. And right now, I know quite a number of my clients who are getting offers from Saudi. And remember, see, the main reason to go work in Saudi is not the quality of life and all that. It is just purely money and savings. Saudi is a terrible place to work if you compare it with global standards. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Don't think for a minute Saudi is a warm, wonderful, worthwhile place. Saudi people are very difficult to work, like Kuwaitis, very, very difficult to work with. I'm not talking of the educated ones. I'm not talking of the classy ones. I'm talking of the majority. Like in India, the educated Indians are very few at the top, but majority are, just normal. So their culture, their tradition, their behavior patterns, all that they carry with them, including their religion, which matters to them more than life and death. Okay. And in Saudi, I think only if you finish your contract, then you can go. Like in Qatar, if you have bad terms with your employer, in some cases I've even heard that they can't even change their jobs or even exit the country. I don't know if that is stopped. That was the kafala system. You cannot leave the country until your employer says, yeah, you can leave. So you're literally under their mercy like a slave. So I don't know if Saudi has the same. But if you are going to Saudi, go work in a multinational company. Do it for the money. If you're going to Dubai, go there for growth. Go for a challenging environment. Go there for getting opportunities of the whole world at your feet. And from there, maybe it becomes easier to jump from Dubai to any other part of the world. Okay. Oman, if you are at a stage in your life where 50s and all that, and you know you're not going to get anywhere, Oman, you can save money. Saudi also. If you are at 50s and you know that this is my opportunity to make money, or, you are very passionate about your religion, you're a Muslim, Saudi is also good. Kuwait is the lowest in the rung of the ladder. Bahrain, maybe not a bad place, but it's hardly any growth, anything happening there. One country which I've not touched upon at all, or some country, like Egypt, Syria, and those, though, forget it. Even if you get hundreds of thousands of dollars, don't go there. And if in case you were to go to any of these places, like Africa, by the way, Africa is massive as a continent. Many people have corrected me and said Africa is not a country, it's a continent. I know personally there are many people in Africa who are running a business, who are doing very well, but they signed their contract in some other country. They have agreed on the terms and conditions, and there, when they go to Africa, they get food, accommodation, and all the other perks and benefits. So anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. And yeah, in UAE also remember, Dubai is different, Abu Dhabi is different, Sharjah is different, so keep that in mind. In UAE, Dubai first preference, Abu Dhabi second, rest all are the Emirate. So anyway, this is in a nutshell. You can tell me if I'm right or wrong. And keep in mind that even though I've given you certain bits of opinion, there are rare exceptions that can happen. But always explore possibilities. Don't have a closed mind. And just because I said it doesn't mean it's a full truth. You explore and see your experience. Who knows? Maybe it's different. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.